Hello everyone, this is Mary Deepika from ECEB section and my roll number is 25401A0483. Today we are going to discuss about two-dimensional array in C. So let us know first what is an array. Array is a type of data structure which stores the value of same data type, and array is a collection of homogeneous elements. Array can store more than one value, and array is a collection of variables having same data type. Array has continuous memory allocation for storing elements, and array can be initialized in a different ways. The first step is initializing one by one into array, and the second step is initializing all values in a single line. So let us see what is initialization at the time of declaration. In this process, initialization and declaration of the array will have at the same time. So let us see one example. Enterprises 6. So first we have to declare an array, and then we have to next enter 6 values in array. So let us see what is accessing elements of an array. Elements of an array can be accessing using the index value of an element. So let us see the types of arrays. The first one is one dimensional array, and the second one is two dimensional array, and also the third one is multi-dimensional array. And today we are going to discuss about two dimensional array in briefly. So let us see first what is two dimensional array in C. Two dimensional array in C is also known as a matrix and is essentially an array of arrays used to store the data in a tabular form with rows and columns. It is a powerful tool for representing structured data like grids, tables, and matrices. And also we can initialize and declare the array values. So let us see what is declaration and initialization of an array. So first we have to declare a 2D array by specifying the data type and array name and the number of rows and columns using two set of square brackets. Here is the syntax for declaration. Data type, array name, number of rows and number of columns. For example, to declare a 3 cross 4 integer array, we have to write like this: int matrix 3 4. Here 3 is the number of rows in a matrix and 4 is the number of column in a matrix. You can initialize a 2D array during the declaration. As I told, here int matrix 3 4. 3 is the number of rows in a matrix and 4 is the number of columns in a matrix. So let us see what is accessing elements of a two-dimensional array in C. Each element in a 2D array is accessed using two indices, the row index and also the column index. Both indices are zero based. Accessing the elements 0th row and first column, then the value is 2. So let us see one example by using two-dimensional array in C to find the sum of given elements using 2D array. Here include stdio.h. This is the, as we all know, this is the preprocessing director. And first we have to start the main function. First we have to declare the function. Here we are taking two rows and three columns. That's why we wrote there int array 2 and 3. And also we have to declare int sum equals to 0 and iterate through each row. And by using for loop we have to initialize the values I equals to 0, I less than 2 and I plus plus. Iterate through each column in a current row. And here by using for loop we have to initialize int j equals to 0, j less than 3 and j plus plus, and sum plus equals to array of I and j. Here I indicates the number of rows in a matrix and j indicates the number of columns in a matrix. And print the value by using printf condition. The sum of elements in the 2D array is percentile d and then return 0. So let us see what are the advantages of two-dimensional array in C. 2D arrays are commonly used in C for representing matrices in a mathematical operators, and we can also creating game boards or grids, and we can also store tabular column like student records or inventory, and image processing like representing pixels. And this is all about two-dimensional array in C. Hope you all understand. Thank you.